Assalamualaikum and good morning. We are from Group C from class AC1105J, and today we will be presenting on the topic of Industrial Revolution 4.0 and its impact on auditing. Our group consists of 4 members, and today's presentation will be presented by Khairuddin bin Zamri, Muhammad Daniel bin Muhammad Razak, Muhammad Nur Bashirun bin Nur Ehsan, and Azmil Nur Haziq bin Mazid Sham. This presentation will explain 5 main key points related to the topic. Firstly, we will begin with a brief introduction on the topic. Secondly, we will brief introduction of the issues chosen. Additionally, explanation and arguments about the key issues. Next is appropriate analysis and evaluation. And finally, the conclusion and recommendation.
Okay, so to get started with the topic, what is the Industrial Revolution 4.0? Well, to be simple, it is the fourth generation of the Industrial Revolution, which is a shift in the economy which focuses on digitalization, automation, and interconnectivity. It cannot be defined by one specific innovation. Instead, it is defined by the innovation of a multitude of digital technologies, such as artificial intelligence, big data, blockchain technology, as well as robotic process automation, or RPA. According to Betty and Sharon's 2021, technological advances have had a great impact on information systems, bringing about changes in the operational and management processes of organizations, especially in the way financial information is handled. Hence, it is necessary for the accounting and auditing profession to adapt to these advances if they wish to withstand the demands of Industry 4.0. Moving on, how does the Industrial Revolution 4.0 impact the auditing profession? I mean, why does it matter to us? Well, it matters with a few aspects, including on the profession itself, or through the nature of work, or the security-wise of our auditing data. So first things first, on the profession itself, auditing, or auditors in general, must adapt to new technologies to remain a vital and credible function in the modern digital economy. You may be asking why. Well, because businesses are becoming fully digital in this era. They are implementing cloud data, digital payments, as well as automated processes, which may be too much for manual audit work. And also, traditional manual checks are too slow. So implementing technology in auditing work, it speeds up the process, especially for companies involving millions of transactions on a daily basis. Now moving on to security-wise, or the aspect of security. Well, there is an increased risk due to the advancement of technology. As firms adopt more digital tools, automations, and online systems, new threats also appear. Hackers, system errors, data leaks can also happen more easily. Now for the last aspect, nature of work, we may see a few changes in the nature of work for auditors. One of the changes that they may see is automation of routine tasks where manual tasks is eliminated. We may also see evolution of required skill where auditors, they need to have critical thinking and skepticism, more skepticism required than before. We may also see enhanced collaboration and flexibility due to more possible remote work, such as through cloud-based audit platforms, which is only possible with the implementation of digitalization in the firms.
Today, I will present about key issue of IR 4.0 in regards to auditing. First, over-reliance on automated tools. Second, risk of algorithm bias and system errors. Third, technology skill gap. And fourth, ethical and confidentiality concerns. Explanation about key issue. First, over-reliance on automated tools. Auditor may depend too much on AI and data analytics without sufficient professional judgment, thus may leading to wrong conclusion. Second, risk of algorithm bias and system errors. The algorithm created by programmers depends on training data. Algorithms follow rules set by humans, thus may lead to unintentionally overlook specific industry risks and regulation. Third, technology skills gaps. Traditionally, auditors focus on financial reporting and internal controls. Modern auditing now require including data extraction and IT general controls. Without adequate tech skills, auditors may fall to identify system weakness and overlook cybersecurity threats. Fourth, ethical and confidentiality concerns. As auditors transmit confidential data through cloud storage and online portals, it will increase risk of cyber attack and will damage client auditors' relationships. In addition, auditors may use third-party software, thus they may not have full control over how the confidential data being handled. Arguments about key issue. First, over-reliance on automated tools. This over-reliance can weaken critical thinking skills as users may not able to identify mission mistakes. Second, risk of algorithm bias and system errors. When important decisions rely on this algorithm, small errors can lead to harmful outcomes. Third, technology skills gaps. Skills gaps create inequality at its limit productivity on a small group of tech-skilled individuals. This inequality making those without technical skills are left behind in employment and decision-making. Fourth, ethical and confidentiality concerns. If data is manhandled and misused, it can lead to breach of confidentiality, loss of trust, and potential litigation. This proof strong ethical guideline is needed to accompany automated system.
Alright, now I'm going to present about analysis and evaluation, which is challenges of digital auditing in industrial evaluation 4.0. First of all, they have over-reliance on automation, which is AI, artificial intelligence, and RPA, robotic process automation. So basically, AI and RPA are commonly used for audit analytics and testing, which improve efficiency. However, there is a risk that auditors may trust system outputs blindly without proper verification. Many AI systems operate as black box, meaning the decision-making process is not transparent. This can reduce professional skepticism, especially when auditor lacks sufficient digital skill. Therefore, auditor must validate AI results, maintain professional judgment and skepticism, and continuously upgrade their digital competencies through training. The second challenge relates to data confidentiality and privacy risk. Auditors now access large volumes of sensitive digital data, often stored on cloud-based systems. This increases exposure to cyber attacks, data breach, and human errors such as weak password or improper file handling. Such risks threaten the confidentiality principle under the MIA bylaws. To address this issue, audit firms should implement encryption and strict access control, strengthen cybersecurity policies, and conduct regular security testing. Another significant challenge is the lack of digital competence among auditors. Many auditors struggle to keep up with industrial evaluation 4.0 technologies such as AI, blockchains, and data analytics. Rapid technological advancement often outpace auditor skill, especially in smaller firms with limited training resources. This situation may lead to violation of the principle of professional competence and due care. Therefore, auditors must engage in continuous digital upskilling, attend CPD programs focusing on analytics and cybersecurity, and work with IT experts while maintaining professional independence. The next challenge is the threat to auditor independence. Auditors may become overly dependent on clients' IT systems or external technology vendors. Close relationship with IT consultants and reliance on proprietary software may create familiarity and self-interest traits. As a result, auditor objectivity may be compromised. To mitigate this risk, audit firms should enforce strict independent policies, use firm control audit tools, rotate IT specialists, and ensure that work performed by external experts is properly reviewed. They also have AI algorithm bias, AI algorithm bias is another important concern in digital auditing. AI systems are trained use historical data may contain biases. As a result, audit outcome may be skewed or incomplete, affecting audit risk assessment. Hidden biases can undermine the fairness and objectivity of the audit opinion. To manage this risk, auditors should test the accuracy of AI algorithms, review the quality of input data, and apply appropriate bias mitigation procedures. Last but not least, there is a risk of misinterpreting blockchain technology. Some auditors may assume that blockchain records are always accurate and fail to test the underlying inputs. However, as the concept of garbage in, garbage out applies, incorrect inputs can still result in unreliable outputs. Additionally, smart contracts are complex and require specialized understanding. Therefore, auditors must verify blockchain inputs, understand how smart contracts operate, and evaluate the overall blockchain control environment.
In conclusion, the Industrial Revolution 4.0 has significant impact on the auditing profession. Introducing both new opportunities and challenges, the key technologies such as AI, blockchain, big data, and automation are revolutionizing how audits are conducted. Improving operational efficiency and enhancing the accuracy of audits, auditors can now provide deeper insight and make more informed decisions with real-time data analysis. However, this technological evolution comes with its own sets of challenges, such as over-reliance on automated tools, technology skills gap, risk of algorithm bias, system errors and ethical, and confidentiality concerns. These are critical issues that we must be carefully managed as technology becomes more integrated into audit practices. To remain competitive in this rapidly changing environment, auditors must prioritize certain strategies, which is the first one is enhancements of skill development. Auditors should invest in developing technical skills related to emerging technologies such as data analytics, AI, and blockchain. The next recommendation is ongoing professional growth, which is to stay relevant. Auditors must commit to continuous learning and keeping up with technological advancement. Next one is adopting of new technologies. Audit firms should implement Industrial Revolution 4.0 technologies while ensuring staff are properly trained. Additionally, adapting to professional changes, which is auditor, should embrace digital workflows and paperless environment. And the last one is effective management of risk, which is strong risk management practices are essential. Firms must implement advanced security measures to protect against data theft. That is all from us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.